Hi folks, Bill with This Old RV. Today is June 21st, 2026, and you may say, so what? Well, 2 years ago, to this very month I think, I did a video on the installation of a skylight in our 30-foot 1997 Beaver motorhome. That's behind me. Since that time, the video has had 459,000 views as of today, 1,100 comments. I never expected that. This is just an amateur video. I just filmed what I was doing, but it seemed to capture a lot of attention. If I had to categorize the comments, I would say 70% were really positive, supportive, and 30% were, you don't know what you're doing. You're poisoning the minds of good RVers who do know what they're doing. You should stay out of it. So it was really quite at opposite ends. So I want to show you the results, because in the end, isn't that what matters, the results after 2 years? And remember, I'm Canadian. We like to please everybody. And if we can't, then we're sorry. It's just the way it is. Let's go up top. Okay, so here's the skylight that was replaced 2 years ago. And as I promised people, let's take a 2-year look at it, because a lot of things can change in that time. But you can see it's quite intact. I wiped around the edges a little earlier today so you could have a really good look at the seam. But I want to tell you what the major criticisms have been, and to assure you that they haven't materialized. Now, some people feel that this is going to leak, especially through the screw heads and through the seam, that eventually it's going to give way. And the fact that it doesn't have lap sealant around it is a bad idea. Now, my whole contention was, you don't need lap sealant. It's really a waste, and it gums up the surfaces. You can't see what's happening underneath, and I think it just masks a lot of problems. And I won't use it. I'm removing it from every place I can on this rooftop. I started with the skylight. Now, we have not had one drop of water enter the motorhome through this skylight. We've bounced around on this thing for 2 years. We became airborne over a speed bump that I missed seeing, and this thing has been jostled around a lot. And, you know, I was comparing it to a sailboat. We have a sailboat, and I seal our attachments on the deck the same way, with a marine sealant adhesive. Sometimes I don't use the adhesive portion, or the compounds, just the sealant. But that application can work really well on an RV. Now, looking at these screws, this is what most people had a concern with. You can see that there's no sealant around there. And there's some people that are adamant that water will leak through there. But when you think of how these were installed, I didn't show it that well in the video that I did 2 years ago, which I'll put up here just above me. But you can see in this one right here, you see a little bit of sealant there. When I attached this, before I placed the skylight on the fiberglass surface, after it was all cleaned, I poured a wide bead of sealant along this ceiling edge underneath, and I drilled oversized holes through this polycarbonate into the wood. And before I placed the skylight down, I squeezed an excess amount of sealant into each of those holes, so that when the skylight was placed down onto the rooftop, the sealant oozed out from this edge. You can see I've just trimmed it off here with a popsicle stick. And the sealant oozed up from these fender washers and from the screw heads. And I just simply wiped them clean. You can do that. I left a little bit there so you can see it there. But these screws are encased in sealant all the way down to where they bind into the rooftop. So just think of that as just being a tube of sealant around the screws all the way down. And, you know, if you do the seal right, you don't need the lap sealant. because it's what's underneath that matters. Now, why would you then top this with lap sealant? If the seal is sound, and if you're using a good marine sealant, you don't see that on boats. You don't see that on aircraft windows. It's just a way of masking problems. And in our case, the water was pouring through one of these corner edges because the lap sealant came up over the whole width of the flange. It came out about 2 inches here, and water had, for years, had been going underneath, and there was a crack in the flange that you couldn't see because it was covered with lap sealant. And for years that was a problem, and that's what practically destroyed our back bedroom. Now you can see how well this sealant is stood up. It's semi-hard to the touch. I can put my fingernail into it, but it's quite hard. And believe me, water's not going to get through there, and water's not going through here. Now I could cap these off with sealant just to be absolutely sure. And I said to some people, I think I'll do that. But when I looked at it again, I thought, no, I don't need it. After doing this on our sailboat for 25 years, I know what leaks and what doesn't leak. And if you're using a good marine sealant, then that Bob's your uncle. Should work just fine. So I inspected this earlier today, and it's in the same condition it was 2 years ago. Another aspect I'd like to address is some people felt, and especially RV techs, that a motorhome can't be compared to a sailboat because there's much more jostling of a motorhome on the roadway than there would be on a boat. And I disagree. If you consider how much a sailboat in particular, powerboat as well, but a sailboat in particular with a 45, 50-foot mast with stays coming down, every time that mast moves, deck fittings shift, especially the chain plates where they go through the deck. And I seal those with Sikaflex, the same stuff I used right here. And that's held over the years. And when you think of how when boats are in bad weather or even just wavy weather, deep waves, they twist and they contort. I would say much more than a motorhome going down the road. Sure, this thing will bounce, but it won't twist to the same degree that a sailboat would. I guess my whole argument is, if this works on a sailboat, and as a number of you who have aviation experience said in the comment sections, if it works on aircraft windows, then why would it not work here? And if it avoids the use of lap sealant, then that's a good thing. I guess my biggest gripe is, if you cover this with lap sealant, you have no way of inspecting the seal over the years. And I want to show you something on the front where lap sealant is lifting a bit. And unless you get under there with something like a knife or something, you don't know that it's giving way. It's a bad idea, I think. Let's go a little further forward, and I want to show you another patch. Okay, here's another patch I did, and you may laugh at my patches. This is a patch of, or a piece of polycarbonate, the same material that the Skylight's made of. And this is where an old school antenna was mounted with a crank lever that went into the main cabin. And I just wanted to get rid of it. There were a series of holes all the way around this plate, or underneath this plate. And I thought, I'm just going to cover it with polycarbonate. And all I used here was the Sikaflex marine adhesive sealant that I used on the Skylight, but I didn't use any screws. On an application like this, where you're just going to a flat surface with a flat piece of material, you can just use that and put a bit of weight on it until the sealant adhesive cures. And this is held for 5 years. And the only thing that's peeling, you can see some cracks along here, but that's just the paint, top coat paint that I put over top of it. The seal is just fine. And some people said to me, well, you're never going to get those off. Well, yes, you can. I mean, it takes some time, just like lap sealant does. But I've done that on the boat. I've had to remove the Sikaflex adhesive sealant, and you just have to work at it a bit. But it lasts a long time, and this is very solid. Not worried about that at all. And if you just look at this ridge line, This is my project for next year. I'm going to remove all this crappy lap sealant and just take the ridge cap off and rebed it with a sealant, a marine sealant, and put it back down again. And all you'll see is just a small ridge cap, not all this goop. Sorry for the shadow that you're probably seeing here. But if you look here, look at that. That's lifting. There's another section along here where the lap seal, look at it. It's right here. That's just awful stuff. You know, I get it that manufacturers just like to put the lap sealant over seams to just goop it up and it's quick and easy and cheap. But it looks awful and you can't inspect what's underneath, so let's get rid of this crap, all right? That's what the whole video was about 2 years ago, and I'm sticking with it. And for those of you who disagree with me, I'm sorry. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.